God need with a starship?
When Star Trek V: The Final Frontier reached theaters in 1989, audiences were introduced to a newly refitted Enterprise A, a ship still struggling to find her footing. Her first appearance comes about 15 minutes into the film, quietly docked within Earth's massive spacedock facility. Engineer Scotty implies that the Enterprise isn't yet ready for a mission. Then, for the next 11 minutes of screen time, the story leaves both ship and dock behind. The next time we see the Enterprise, she's already in orbit, fully departed, systems online, awaiting the hastened arrival of Captain Kirk and company from their Yosemite shore leave. There's no launch, no moment of departure, just an unspoken transition from one location to the next. The script never called for a departure scene, but its absence left a curious gap in what had become a familiar Star Trek rhythm. Because for many fans, the Enterprise isn't merely a setting, it's a character. Seeing her come to life, easing free of the station and turning toward open space, is a moment of connection as important as any character's entrance. The omission made sense at the time. The Final Frontier was under severe budget pressure, and the production couldn't revisit the expensive miniature work that had defined the earlier films. It couldn't even recycle footage from previous films, all of which were based on a different Enterprise. It would take 27 years for that traditional starship rhythm to be restored in Star Trek V, this time under the title Star Trek Beyond the Barrier.
The spacedock departure sequence has been part of Beyond the Barrier since the beginning, steadily refined across each release. One of the oldest surviving proof-of-concept tests, created in 2014, offers a rare look at how the idea first took shape. The sequence relied entirely on publicly available 2D renders of spacedock, freshman-level 3D animation, and rotoscoped excerpts from Star Trek III and VI, both of which featured the studio's spacedock interior. It was crude, improvised, and stitched together from borrowed parts. Yet the intention is unmistakable, because even in this early production footage, the basic rhythm of the departure is already there. The glide through dock, the ship easing into open space. The same emotional beat that would later define the 2016, 2018, and 2026 versions is embryonic here. In 2016, the scene opened inside an observation lounge. The background was a 2D image of the spacedock interior, limiting both the movement and angle of the camera. But from that fixed viewpoint, the Enterprise could be seen moving outward through the shipyard bay. A simple, elegant launch point from which successive shots were developed. By 2018, the spacedock interior had been modeled in full 3D, allowing the camera to move freely through the shipyard. The sequence began on the hangar floor, the Enterprise rising from the central pit and moving toward the massive doors. It was a striking visual, but perhaps overly fancy and anachronistic for the cinematography of a Kirk-era film. The lounge shot followed, but now set against the dimensional interior. Through its windows, the spacedock doors were seen almost head-on. An effective composition, but one that placed the lounge in an improbable position between the terminal structures rather than within one. For the 10th anniversary recut, that geometry is finally corrected. Drawing on visual logic established in Star Trek III, where this class of lounge clearly occupies a terminal arm, the 2026 layout repositions the camera to match that architecture. The angle is higher and more oblique, oriented toward the departing ship. The result restores physical realism while preserving emotional continuity with shot number 1, which is now a more restrained, era-consistent starship reveal. From the lounge interior view, the Enterprise continues its egress in a smooth, unbroken flow. The final exterior shot replaces the bridge view screen and flyby of earlier versions with a single, continuous pass. The ship gliding into open space as the moon dances quietly into frame. It's the same celestial destination implied in the original 1989 film, but now revealed through motion rather than cut, completing the visual thread that connects dock to orbit.
Klingon devils, even if I have to get out and push.
Join us next time for Refit Log number 2.